What if your God, the one who sees all, who commands storms, ravens, and the world tree, had to die? Not once, but 3 times. Not in battle, not by sword, but by choice. Odin didn't crave power. He sought something far more dangerous. He wanted truth, and truth never comes without pain. This is not the story of how a god became immortal. This is how the Allfather bled for wisdom. 3 deaths, 3 sacrifices, and not one of them saved him. They say knowledge has a price, but most never pay it. Odin did. He went to Mimir, the Old One, whose well lies where roots and cosmos meet, a place where the water sees more than eyes ever could. Mimir offered him wisdom, but not for free, the cost, Odin's eye. And so he reached into his own face, no hesitation, no scream, only silence, as the god tore out a piece of himself and dropped it into the abyss. The well rippled, and with it, so did time. He gained vision, but lost peace, because from that moment, Odin saw what others couldn't, what shouldn't be seen. He saw the end, and knew it would begin, with him. They say the gods do not bleed. They are wrong. Odin bled, not in war, but in silence. Knowledge of the runes was not gifted. It had to be torn from the dark, with pain. So Odin climbed the world tree, not its branches, but its soul, the axis of all realms, and there he hanged himself. 9 nights, suspended between life and death, pierced by his own spear, Gungnir, the weapon he once used on others. Now it pierced him. No food, no drink, no prayers, only wind, only cold, only silence. They say he whispered into the void, over and over, until the void whispered back. The runes emerged, not like words on parchment, but like scars on flesh, carved into pain, into soul, into godhood. He died, and from that death came power. There are deaths you can choose, and there are deaths that choose you. Odin knew his. It had a name, Fenrir, the great wolf, born of chaos, fated to kill him at the end of all things. Ragnarok. The other gods feared the wolf, chained him, buried him. But Odin watched. He watched the cub grow fangs. He watched the eyes turn red. He raised the creature that would one day tear his throat. He fed it, named it, spoke to it in dreams. Why? Because Odin didn't run from fate. He studied it, measured it, tasted it. He knew the wolf's bite would come. And still, he stood. Not because he was fearless, but because he understood something the others didn't. It's not about avoiding death. It's about making death mean something. 3 deaths, 1 for truth, 1 for power, 1 for fate. None spared him. He still bled, still fell, still vanished into the jaws of the wolf. But each death unlocked something. A god who gave his eye, saw deeper than the stars. A god who hanged himself, became the first to read the bones of reality. A god who walked into prophecy, became its author. Odin didn't want to live forever. He wanted to deserve it. And maybe that is what made him more than a god. So now ask yourself, would you give up sight to truly see? Would you surrender comfort to earn meaning? Would you face your end not to survive, but to become something more?